All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 20. Two-yard line.
Probably wild pick, man.
And some room to maneuver. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Green, 90.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now on first down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And
he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to do it.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Keep going right back, y'all.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He got 29 yards that time. Jones had a nice game last week against Tampa Bay. 10 catches, 143 yards. That's his third game this year over 100 yards. But, CD, it's another game without a touchdown catch.
That's so hard to believe, isn't it? 11 straight regular season games without a TD. In the last one, November 26, 2017, a victory over Tampa Bay when he had 2 scoring catches. So he's doing all this work. He's making big plays. Defenses still have to adjust to him and open up things for other people. But he can't find the end zone. The bottom line, though, they got to win this past week, and that's what they were looking for.
To throw again is Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Kansas City Chiefs coming back out onto the field here, and they were part of the game of the week for Week 6, right? I mean, no doubt that game against New England, 43-40. Now they lost, first loss of the season, but boy, that was fun to watch on Sunday night.
It certainly was. It's maybe the game of the year thus far, and we were all anticipating it. And they delivered. Patrick Mahomes, a little bit of a struggle in the first half, but boy, did he explode in the second. 352 yards for the game, 4 touchdowns. Did throw the 2 picks in the first half, and he definitely went toe-to-toe with Tom Brady.
I sat him in my fantasy lineup.
Nice job.
I started Deshaun Watson thinking, you know, he's playing, mistake. A little bit of a mistake.
He shows up against anyone. 5 straight games over 300 yards, and the only one he didn't go over 300, he threw 4 touchdowns at Pittsburgh, and that was in Week 1.
He's good. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
And pressure gets to him again.
Wide open.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Dancing to his left. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Thomas, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Possession back over to the Atlanta Falcons. And this is a team that broke a 3-game losing streak, and boy, did they need that win last week against Tampa Bay. But the injuries are still a problem. In fact, they had 3 new injuries surface in that victory.
Remember the injuries we were talking about were on the defensive side of the ball. Linebacker Deion Jones, the 2 safeties, right? You talk about Keanu Neal, and, of course, Ricardo Allen. Both of them gone for the year, it appears. This time it's on the offensive side. Hot rookie wide receiver Calvin Ridley out with an ankle injury, didn't return in that ball game. Mohamed Sanu had a 35-yard touchdown pass that he hauled in, but missed the second half with a hip problem. And the kicker, Matt Bryant, knocks down a 57-yard field goal with a little over a minute to play in the fourth quarter, but pulls a hamstring on his kicking leg. Amazing the amount of injuries the Falcons have had to endure. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As he'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter, when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play, because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drop.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Instead of having to follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go on to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Z.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Everybody key on that boy going down, man.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Right there.
And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
22.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tackle made by Bruce Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins as the 1st half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top.
I'm playing this nigga out the little Facebook group on the little mad Facebook group. If you lose,
here comes the
post
Atlanta
a
offense
screenshot
now ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I'm going to time out, but I need to out here.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Being chased out left.
Yeah.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, Charles, after Kansas City losing to New England this past week, we only have one undefeated team remaining, the Rams, 6-0, and they barely beat Denver, but they got it done.
They certainly did. They actually set the pace in that game, Brandon. They got out to a pretty nice lead, and then Denver chopped into it, and the Rams held on late. But you can do that when you have Todd Gurley as your lead running back. Over 200 yards for him. The Rams, as you noted, the last undefeated team in the NFL. And no signs of cooling off, even though they had to go to Denver. Snow in Denver in October. And what was it at kickoff? 25 degrees?
25.
How about that? That didn't even cool those guys off.
This week they'll be in San Francisco trying to get to 7-0. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
He's going to Julio, y'all. Like EB, man. Lock him down, EB.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Got Ryan Parker back there. Yeah, you're going to play on screen.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's got Sanu. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Now
it's Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Yeah.
Throwing again, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
People have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on in man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll run it with Coleman, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost the yard. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Watkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback.
Welcome, Tyree.
To not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10.
I don't give a fuck who running with it.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's going to
got him.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Ryan. And that's incomplete.
He didn't
look like maybe his 3rd or 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now Ryan on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this. We're back now in KC. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This from 54 yards away. And Bryant's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now, than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
We'll go, son.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal, and that is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So
he's got daylight. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want
and the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I don't know.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
He usually be wide open.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
All that pass interference, man.
Play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
He keying in on Tyreek.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Yep. Right there.
And it's
Come on, Sammy.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they're going to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down and a yard. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Up in this 4-3, man.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
They'll
run it.
Fake shit ain't gonna work.
They're going to stop him on fourth and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
In the nickel. 245.
Green 39. Green 39.
Room past the 20. And some room to work. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 37 yards.
Spread his motherfucking ass out,
free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They go play action here on first down. Able to power through. And he's taken to the ground.
Hey, man,
he's pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
He got it on the grist. I'm finna face snap his ass. Get them 5 yards
in there to drop him for his second sack
He's
now
on
here
the
tonight.
grist.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing the second and a bundle.
He on the grist.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come
on the
in.
grist.
Who is this again?
Just sit off the grist.
Free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them,
Told that nigga
but it's
gonna
also a
jump.
reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now that they see your mom that shit, he don't know what to do now.
Now Mahomes.
I love when motherfuckers try to run with Tyreek Hill, man.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Couple one hold this shit down, man.
They'll run with Freeman here.
Couple one hold this shit down, man.
So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Don't want the big man
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football?
And now he's going to go down. In the end zone, down goes goes.
Don't
Matt
give me
Ryan,
bad time.
and that's a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. There's a small chance to get down the field. But guess what? This one's now just about over.
And now here comes Kansas City. Getting down to the end here. They have a 2-score lead, barely, but it's a 2-score lead. So that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
I don't give a fuck run, nigga.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Hey, I be playing these niggas. They know if they don't put 2 or 3 niggas on that board, it's over with. Cause look at True Front. His ass was burnt. Man, that's why I got all them other trick plays and shit. Nigga be trying to key into me.
Ryan to throw.
Oh.
And it pops free. The
Hey,
collision there
man.
jarred the
That's why I
ball
put that
loose
ball
and
back on
brings
the
up
back.
second down.
First I had him down in the slot, corner
The beauty of
back.
being able to play a zone
Send that little
defense when you
blitz.
can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Cover through this shit, man. We in the spread. How weird this is, dude.
Throwing now is Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7th. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Unless you're going to send him straight up field. Scream, straight up field, free.
Here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Not big hula. Not on me.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Want to know for the day.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
I hate these new updates.
And you wonder
You got the
about their
Madden deal, and
strategy
they let all the
because
hurt
with a 2-score
players
lead,
do.
you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
One last shot for Ryan.
Keep going.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Bro. Run it back. All right, fuck it.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start the season,